Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are joining us from today. Hello, everyone. All right, I think we're live right now on YouTube and StreamYard. Yeah, we just connected our live session with Facebook. So, welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so we're going to get started very soon. I want to welcome everybody. Start sharing this live session with everyone that you know anywhere in the world. It's going to be big today. All right, it's going to be big. So if you're watching live on YouTube, or if you're on StreamYard, I want to welcome you. All right. So kindly share this with someone that you know. If you know any business owner anywhere in the world, this is the time to add value to them. If you know any leader in any organization, share this link right away. So let me know where you're joining from. Let me know where you're joining from. Welcome, welcome. So we're going to get started in the next few minutes. Our guest is in the studio, all right? Our guest is in the studio, Dr. Smith Bam. And trust me, see, this is going to be a life-changing session for you. It's going to change the game for you in 2024. So are you ready? Are you ready for 2024? Are you ready to 10x your life? Are you ready to 10x your productivity in your team, in your organization? This is the game changing, principles and strategies that you need to master. And I want you to know something. See, our guest today has been in this game for more than 25 years. So trust me, you will get what you need today. You will get what you need today. So get ready. Get ready. See, most people want to live a better life, but not everyone wants to get better. I've met business owners, I've met business leaders in organizations who are desiring to change everything. They want to change, the numbers. They want to improve the productivity, the efficiency. They want speed. They're looking for transformation. But unfortunately, they are not changing themselves. They are not improving themselves. They are not getting better, but they want things to get better. I mean, just think about that. Everything starts with you as the leader. Everything starts with you as the business owner. If you want your business to move to the next level, you have to move to the next level. This is going to help you to know what to do, the exact thing to do in 2024. Say, forget all the mistakes you've made in 2023. That's okay. All right. That's okay. Unlearn those errors, learn from them. Are you ready to improve? Are you ready to change the game in 2024? Are you ready? If you are ready, let me know that I'm ready. Type, I am ready. I am ready to change the game in 2024. I am determined to change the game in 2024. All right. Are you ready? Are you prepared? See, you don't prepare when you get to the stage, you prepare for the stage. You don't rehearse on the stage. The stage is for the rehearsed people. So 2024 is for the prepared people, for the prepared business people, for the prepared business owners. leaders in organizations. So whether you are a pastor in a church or you are a manager, a supervisor, HR professional, an executive in your company. See, this is for you. So I want to encourage you. Yeah, welcome, welcome. I see you, Emmanuel. You're ready. Let's go. You're ready. So in few minutes, we're going to bring in our guests for today to get things rolling. To get things rolling. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Trust me, I'm ready. Yeah, blessing. Yeah, okay. It's saying an error as okay, you're connected. Awesome. You're connected. So share this with everyone you know. We're live on YouTube right now. Go to Wale Adekanla Global. All right. Share the link with everyone you know. This is going to change everything. If you know any leader that is frustrated, stressed, depressed, okay, see, use this to add value to them. Share this link with them right now. All right. So let's bring in our guests for today, Dr. Smith Bam. By the way, Dr. Smith Baum is a futurist, okay, and he is, say, he's a business expert, a leadership expert, and trust me, whatever questions you have, just throw them today. I love to say, shoot me, all right. So send out your questions and let's get it rolling. So let's bring in our guest speaker. Oh, Dr. Smith Bam, welcome, welcome. You're live.
Mr. Wally, how are you doing?
Good, good. I am doing awesome. I'm supercharged for today.
Compliments of the season to you and everybody. How's it doing? How's family?
Oh, family is doing awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Smith Bam. We're glad to have you. How are you,
Yeah,
sir?
same here, man. Same here.
Oh. I am just getting ready for this brand new year. And I know many people are live with us right now. They are desiring to become brand new people. So for the brand new year. So I know it's gonna be fun today. It's gonna be fun. So how are you doing today, Dr. Smith Bam? How are you doing?
As usual, the sun came out today. The weather was what it is. It's what you do with it that matters. All
Hmm.
those variables will remain the same. And I
Hmm.
think for me, that's why I'm not in any euphoria about next year. Uh, Whatever happens next year is as a result of what you did in 2023. You're not just going to harvest if you did not sow this year, So, in no way am I terrified or apprehensive of what's coming. What's coming is what has always come. Things will always change. The economy will not be stable. But then all these variables, it depends on what you do with them. And so what matters is the mindset. It's the mindset. Where is your mindset to approach the year? And like I would rightly say to everybody I've been talking to, the year doesn't start. It doesn't start on the 31st crossover night.
Hmm.
That is too late. If you're waiting for a crossover night, it's too late. The masters of the game, they have gone on a retreat right now. The real masters of business are on a retreat right now. They are strategizing, they're getting set to begin to change the market. So when you wake up on the 1st of January, you're too late. You're too late, man. Oh, you're too late. But I'm excited to be here. I hope we're going to have fun, even though it's going to be a very short time. But I'm certain everything I'll share with you today will be very practical, real time, things I'm doing, things world class leaders are doing. All of us going to be better for it.
Hmm. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you, Dr. Smith. So, in fact, you've started the conversation already, but we're going to go straight into this life-changing conversation for business owners and organizational leaders who are live right now, and some are going to watch this conversation after this session. We're going to make it available on YouTube, make it available on Instagram and on Facebook, so that we can had a lot of values to these leaders globally. So before we get started, because we want to talk about this uh, 7 moves that every
Yes.
business owner or every organizational leader must make in
Yeah.
2024. And as you rightly said, it's too late to start
Mm,
preparing. Even
yeah.
on the 31st,
Yeah.
it's crossover. So let me plan to cross over my mindset. So uh,
Right.
uh,
It's too late.
we're going to get into the conversation now. But I think about this statement every time, that the most difficult thing is the decision to act. The rest is merely tenacity. I want us to start with this. What would be your first advice before we get into the 7 moves? What would be your first advice as an intro to any business person that is listening to us today?
Well, I think even if we don't get into anything, one thing that has been bothering any serious business leader is the fact that your business is unsafe.
Hmm,
Unsafe. There are no certainties. Big companies are closing down. Big enterprises are shutting down. Nobody is safe. And like Andrew Groove would say, only the paranoid survives. You need to approach business. Paranoia is key. You can never think that you're fine. You can't get to a point where you feel like now we're fine, now we can rest on our laurels, now we can coast. No, you can't. You're unsafe. Why are you unsafe? 2 reasons. Number one, competition is looking for your market share. The competition is looking for your market share. And you're not the
hmm,
only one that has monopoly over the market. Somebody wants what you got. That's the first reason why you're unsafe. And the second reason is the economy of the world, global economy is unstable. And so nobody can sleep. You can't rest. And so, for anybody who is an entrepreneur, these 2 things need to keep at the back of your mind. Number one, my competition is looking for my market share. Your customers are no longer loyal. Somebody else wants what you have, somebody else is looking for your business. And you cannot believe that now you're good and become complacent. And this is what kills business owners. The moment we have a little bit of success, we think that that success, the world owes us. But nobody
hmm,
owes you business. Nobody owes you success. You got to fight for it every single day. And second, like I rightly said, there are no stabilities anymore. Nothing is stable. The global economy is fickle. It keeps going
hmm.
up and down. And so you have to remain paranoia. You can't sleep. If you sleep, you sleep off.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
an intro. I like to add anybody's business. That's an intro. You have to
Hmm,
be, you have to be, you have to be operating on a different mindset. As a matter of fact, like you said just now, you have to be resilient.
hmm,
You need to be tenacious. And there's going to be challenges that the textbook does not have the answer. If you're an entrepreneur, there's a whole lot will happen to you that you can't read a book to get the answer. Your mindset, your mentality must be that of a winner. You need to approach your business knowing too well that I can't sleep off, and no matter how bad it is, I'll be stubborn enough to get results in the midst of the uncertainties. That is one intro, even if I forget everything else for today.
wow. 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 In fact, you've released some powerful nugget, and I hope someone is I hope someone is writing. I hope someone is taking some serious notes out there, because recently I was having a chat with someone about moving forward, and not getting stuck, and doing it hard. And it was like, Wale, it's hard. And I said, I know it's hard. Do it hard. It was like, "Ah, okay." I said, do it hard. If it's easy, everyone will do it. If it's easy, everyone will be successful. That's why we have people who are not successful. Do it hard. Wow, wow. Dr. Smith, let's get into the game. So,
Okay.
um, What are the seven moves? Maybe we should just start with the first three to get things moving. The seven moves that you think um, business owners and organizational leaders must prioritize starting 2024. Whether you are a pastor or maybe you are you are a leader in a non-for-profit organization or for-profit organization, whether you are an entrepreneur or an intrapreneur. I mean, any leader, what do you think should be their focus? The seven big moves.
Well, they're not going to be so big.
Hmm,
They're just going to be how you approach it. And what I'll share, some of those things are going to be basic because the principles of business success have not changed.
hmm,
What's changing are the practices. The principles don't change, the practices evolve. And so perhaps the first three things will be more principle driven. The first thing any one of us need to put in perspective remains the one and only thing called quality. Quality.
hmm,
Quality. Look, it's a winner any day, anytime. And I'm going to, because we don't have time, I'm going to share this from a very, very practical perspective. A couple of years ago, I used to purchase a particular loaf of bread for my family. And the manufacturers of the bread, the bakery, these guys were so good that we used to queue up. We would queue to buy the bread. I mean, it was ridiculous. There were so many bread brands, but there was this particular one that we would queue. And
hmm,
I'm a busy person, but the bread was so good that I was going to forget about being busy. I was going to queue. Now, about a year or two later, this bakery, they increase the price of the bread. Can you hear me?
yes. Hmm,
And I wasn't too happy with the pocket being affected, but I kept on buying it. I mean, no big deal, because I wasn't buying because of the cost of the product. I was buying it because of the quality of the product. So we go back there, buy again. About 6 months after that first, increase, they increased the price again. But
hmm,
I wasn't bothered. I would grumble, but then I was going to go there again. You know why? The bread offered quality. It offered quality. And then after about a year, they dropped the quality of the bread. So when I
wow.
went there and I had the bread, in my family, we looked at this, well, the quality of the bread has been dropped. And so I told them maybe it was an error, maybe there was a process error, maybe they laid off somebody and somebody just came. So I made excuses for them, hoping that this drop in quality was going to change. So I went back there, bought the bread again, the quality has been dropped.
Hmm,
So I stomached the pain in Wale. I went the third time and the quality of the bread had been dropped. And the marriage of 5 years, I've been buying this bread for 5 years, ended
wow.
just because they dropped the quality of the bread.
Quality.
Now, I did not stop buying because of the price. And this is where many business leaders get it wrong. They always think it's about the price. We always think that if we lower the price and lower the quality, the customers will not know. Now, customers are not stupid. They are not dumb. They can sense it when you're dropping the quality of the product or the services. As soon as I dropped it, you know what happened to me? I stopped doing business with them. And then guess what? I found another bread brand that was more expensive, yeah, but better in quality. And you know the ridiculous part of it? The location of the new bread brand was farther away from my house. So I was going to burn fuel, I was going to pay more, all because of quality.
Hmm,
When you approach 2024, you need to go back into your business and ask everybody one question. How can we increase the quality of what we offer the market? If you increase quality, this is what's going to happen to you. Because the economy is bad, because things are tight for people. Now they are beginning to think twice before they spend money on any product. And they will not spend money on inferior, they will only spend money on superior quality. So the moment your quality increases, yes, your price may increase, but your valuable customers will not leave you. And you build an edge of fire around your business because quality sells no matter where you sell it. Unfortunately, Mr. Wale, the first thing entrepreneurs compromise in order to make more money is the quality of their product. We weaken the brand once you weaken the quality. Your brand reputation begins, it gets tarnished. And word of mouth can kill your business faster than any missile bomb. People just start talking about it. Oh, their standard has dropped. Oh, that business, the quality has dropped. Once people start saying that about you, you are hopeless. You're hopeless. The only way to survive, the first key way, 2024 business, increase the quality of what you do because people will look for it no matter how expensive it is. That's number one. Do you want me to go on?
Yes, please go on. Quality. Quality. Number
So I'll
one.
take number two. I'll take number two. Very practical experience also. The second thing you got to do is you need to create remarkable experiences for your customers. Remarkable experiences. This is something like what Seth Godin calls becoming a purple cow. You know, if you read Purple Cow, you know, more like becoming a purple cow in your business. I'll take it from a very simple perspective. If you look at my head and I tell you I'm going to barb, what does that mean to you? I mean, look at me, and I'm telling you I'm going to barb. You'll be wondering, what the hell is going to barb? My daughters always laugh at me and say, Daddy, what is in your hair you go to barb? And, you know, I drive, yeah, it's funny, but I drive from my house a considerable distance en route when I'm going to barb. I must come across a minimum that I know of, plus or minus one, two, about five barbing salon on my way. And I don't stop at any of them. I drive all the way to this particular barbing salon. Now, while you think about it, what are they going to barb? There's really nothing. This is something I could have barbed myself. I could have done it beside my house. But you know what? The reason I go that far is because of the experience I get when I get there. The way they treat my head. Honestly, they treat my hair like the head of a futurist. You know, the way they treat it. I mean, I could be there for the next 1 hour. The aesthetics, the kind of music they play, the lights that we have there, the way the guys touch your head, the cream they use, the shampoo they use, they give me this wow experience that I'm willing to pay more. See, look, doing well in business is a game of principle. A lot of us are looking for the next practice, the next fad, but think about it. The purpose of business is to create value at a profit. Create value at a profit. That's what business is. When you create an experience for your customers, they will always return. See, you don't have to cajole people to return. Make the experience memorable, make it remarkable, make it something they've never seen before. And they will come back. If you want to grow your business, business is not grown. You don't grow business using a billboard. You grow business organically. Organically by offering people wow experiences. And you know one thing about this experience? It may look small, little things, but it adds up eventually. So when you get back to work, I mean, anybody who's watching, you and your team need to ask ourselves, how can we make the customer enjoy doing business with us? How can we create a remarkable experience for these people? And if you do that, no matter how tough the economy is, you keep breaking even and breaking through in your business. This is a no-brainer. And number three, let me do that very quickly because of time. The
Yes.
third thing I think anybody needs to do, you need to run lean.
Hmm.
Run lean. No matter how much you make in income, you need to be sure that your expenditure goes down. It is so basic, it is so simple. A lot of businesses make a lot of money and they spend a lot of money. That's not business. If you want to run a business, especially in the economy of the world right now, everybody needs to start asking one question every day: how can we cut cost? Operational cost. How can we cut operational cost? Yeah, I mean, because of where I live, I mean, in the world, recently the economy of our country has been going through crazy inflation, almost at 1,000%. You know, the inflation rate is really high. And so recently we had a family meeting, and at the meeting, I asked only one question: how do we cut cost of running this house? And, you know, and my wife says, wife was like, "You want to kill us? Babe, what kind of cost are we going to put again?" You know, but it was funny. But this is a conversation every business leader needs to have. How do we cut the cost of operation? You know what's interesting? As the business leader, you may not have the answer on the areas where we are wasting resources. But if you make this a collective issue for everybody, now, as long as cutting costs is not cutting salary, yeah, if it's not cutting salary, that's what they're not going to think about it. But if they know that, look, guys, how can we reduce the cost of running this business so that we can be more profitable? So can be more profitable. How do we reduce cost? You'll be surprised that people know the cost centers in your business. And they are the only ones that can help you to block those holes. If you bring them in collaboratively, and we start talking about how do we run lean. The
Hmm.
fastest runners are not fat people. They are not bulky people. They drop weight. You need to drop excess. Some of your management layers needs to drop. Some of the perks that you are using to run your business needs to drop. A lot of excessiveness. Do you know how most of us run business in 2020? When things were not available, we found a way out of no way to run the businesses. And as soon as the COVID era was over, people went back into being bloated. No, you can't run a business like that. Before the year runs back out in the next 7 days, call your team together, ask them, how can we reduce the cost of running this business? Even if all you save is 100,000, that's a money well saved.
Hmm. Wow.
So that's three things right there.
Wow. 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 I want us to just pause there. Wow. Because you've really shared some powerful principles there. And you said something when you started that principles don't change,
No, they
practices
don't.
change.
Yeah.
So, and this is it. Most leaders, I mean, I've seen this over and over and over again. They can talk about all these theories. In fact, if you give them time to deliver lectures, they will deliver beautiful lectures, eloquently, and you'll be inspired. You feel like, wow, this is good. Unfortunately, when it comes to practices, they have no idea. You said something now that is very important, and I want everyone to take note of this. Don't miss this part. Dr. Smith mentioned something about collaborating with your people. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not about showing up and coming. Hey, we need to cut cost. Okay, you know what, guys? I think we need to cut cost here and there, and you give them the list. You're missing out. They know what you don't know.
Yeah.
They're doing the job. And who is losing? You are the one losing.
Yeah.
Shared thinking is powerful.
Yeah.
Collaboration is powerful. Bringing them together, ask the question and shut up.
And then give you the answer. I mean, that's it.
and let them talk. Oh gosh, this is good. This is really good. Uh, Dr. Smith, let's move to the fourth and the fifth. I think this is good. This is really good. And okay, before we continue, if you know any leader, all right, whether in ministry and profit making organization, continue sharing this right now. On right now, we are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, StreamYard. Share the link, add value to them. If you know someone who needs help in your own organization, you know what you should do? Just share the link. Don't say anything, just share it. All right. And let them click. It's going to be life changing. So, Dr. Smith, let's move to the fourth and the fifth.
Okay, so number four, and this is something that I do personally. Like, like every time in my own business, how can we be different?
Hmm.
You see, most businesses have no reason existing because most businesses are just merely more of the same. Most businesses don't have a differentiating factor, something that separates you from the competition.
Hmm.
This is what Coca-Cola has. And it doesn't matter how many cola companies come after them, they have separated themselves. They have a differentiating factor. And most business owners are not necessarily different from the other. And that's why if a particular business closes down, people don't even know they closed down. Why? Because when they were existing, people were just using them as a means of convenience. It wasn't that there was anything special about them. If you're going to go into 2024, you need to ask yourself this vital question. If we shut down today, will the market feel our absence? Number one. Number two, if we shut down today, how long will it take the market to replace us if they can ever replace us? And if you can answer these two questions, there is no question about your dominance in the marketplace. I tell people in the little work that I do, I don't compete with anybody. There's no reason for that. All I've done is separated myself from the competition, and I'm offering what nobody else is offering. I'm trying to become the Michael Jordan of my own business. I'm trying to become that elite brand that doesn't compete with other people, but other people come to copy from. And to do that is a crazy business, but it's the only way out. Differentiate your business from other businesses. Now, I can't tell you what you have to do to differentiate your business because the reason is I don't know the age of your business. I don't know the geography of your business. I don't know a lot about your business. I just know that you have no business in business if there's nothing different about your business.
Hmm.
You have no business in business. And so if anybody's going to do number four, how do we separate ourselves from the other pack? What do we bring into our business that is unique, that they can't get elsewhere? That's number four. Look, I can talk about this number four for the next 30 minutes, and I'll tell you I can talk about it. Because most businesses were not started with a uniqueness. They were started as a copy of an existing business. So it's difficult for them after 3 years to now find something that's going to make them different because initially they were not supposed to be in business.
Hmm.
They were not. And that's why you see a lot of businesses are just commodities. There's nothing special about them. Number five, because of time, you need to begin to ask yourself, who do I need to bring into my business in 2024?
Wow.
Now, when I say who, I don't mean a particular person, I mean a particular competence. Now, this is a game of scaling. If you want to expand your business, you want to scale, you need fresh eyes, fresh brains, in that business. The eye that will see what you're doing differently, the brain that will think about it differently. Now, it doesn't mean that those of us in the business are dull. No. Sometimes you could be so used to seeing your business that you're not looking at it from a very fresh eye. And this is why you need to keep asking yourself, who do I need to bring in? Just the same way football teams do. Think about it. Football teams are always looking for new legs. It doesn't mean the old guys are not playing well. They just know that we need a fresh leg. We need to bring in somebody. And apologies, if a business leader, if you're not bringing in new people, your old guys will become complacent. They will become egoistic because now there's no competition. But you need to bring in new legs, new eyes, new brain to challenge old thinking because your success formula for 2023 may not even work in 2024 and you won't even know. A lot of times when you have people who come, I don't know if this has ever happened to you. Somebody comes to your house and the person says something about your house, something that you aren't even looking at. And you're like, okay, really, in my house? Oh, really? Because you're used to that thing, you don't even see it. Or
Yes.
perhaps you go out and somebody apologizes, somebody says, ooh, who is that beautiful woman? And you, oh, that's my. And you wonder, oh, really? She's pretty. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Somebody else is looking at the same thing. It's a wake up call for you. It's a wake up call. It's called cross pollination of ideas. It's important to ask yourself, which competence do I need to bring in? I know you're doing well, but what do we need to do to scale? Who do we need to bring to scale? These are crucial questions as you walk into 2024.
Wow. Wow. What do we need to scale?
Yeah,
Who do we need
to
to
bring in.
scale?
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. I love this. I love this. And in fact, if you're out there, I want you to write this down. Very important. What do we need to scale? Who do we need to scale? And as you start thinking about that, don't forget your uniqueness. Number three. And that goes to your why. Why do you need to scale? Because you need to clarify that. What makes us different? That factor is key. So when you clarify your uniqueness, then move to who and what. Say, Dr. Smith, recently I was sharing with some business leaders, and I told them, I said, you know what? Scale fast or fail fast. Because when you start the business, then the next thing you start thinking about growing the business. And when your business grows to a particular point, if you don't scale it,
Yeah.
you fail fast.
Yeah.
You scale or fail fast. Growing the business is different from scaling the business. Like what you said now is very key factor. Most small businesses don't understand scaling, and they're like, scale. What do I need to scale? Well, maybe we're going to have another session for that because scaling
Yeah.
is a big topic entirely. So
Yeah.
uh, wow. So who do you need and what do you need? Leaders should be thinking. You should be thinking, who can help you? Who can help you? What do you need? What new knowledge do you need? For example, recently, next year, 20 January 19th, here in San Antonio, in Texas, where I live, um, we're having a conference, Moel Conference, and that's our yearly conference. I was sharing with some business leaders, and they're like, do we really need to come there? The ticket is it's expensive. I said, yes, it's not cheap. It and there are no discounts. They were like, give us a discount. I said, no, we're not. That's the price. Because you're going to get more value than what you're paying for, because they don't understand what are the new information that we need to move to the next level. They want the next level, but they are not ready to invest. I'm like, you know what? Send your managers, send your leaders, invest in them. Stop blaming them if you don't train them. And I told the man, I said, sir, if you don't train them, don't blame them.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, I will send them. I think, I think that statement really hit him. He was like, okay, if you don't train them, don't blame them. I've been blaming them. But are you investing in them? So thank you, Dr. Smith, for for that powerful nugget on who and what. So leaders, take note of those powerful questions. You need to answer those questions. So let's move to sixth and seventh.
Number six, who needs to leave?
Whew.
You see, most business leaders are extremely sentimental when it comes to what I just said, especially if you have people that have been with you for a long time. But as much as you're thinking about who should we bring in, you should also be strong enough to let go of who needs to go. There are certain people, they are not bad people. They are not just good for where we are going. They may have been with you for a while, and I've seen so many business leaders have sleepless nights. They have guilt. They feel guilty. They feel bad to let go. And let me be honest with you, letting go can be painful. I agree.
Hmm.
But not letting go is worse off. So you have to be mentally strong enough to look at your team. And this is important, to look at your team and be honest about who you don't need anymore. You also need to look at your clientele base and check out who needs to go. Look, see, look, I'll be honest with you. The Pareto principle says that 20% of our activities is responsible for 80% of our results. It also means that 20% of our clientele is responsible for 80% of our business profit. Now, the remaining 80% clientele are problems to how we serve these 20% that are profitable. So, as a business owner, not all client relationships are supposed to be everlasting. There are times
Hmm.
where we have value conflicts. There are some customers that are hell in comparison to market value. You need to be able to write a list at the end of this year, a list of those customers that are no longer profitable to your business, and a list of your staff that are no longer valuable to where you're going, and be strong enough to let them go. This is tough. This is
Hmm.
necessary. It is tough, it is necessary. Because it doesn't matter how well you plan, the quality of your team can destroy the quality of your plan. Because there are no strategy without people. People implement strategy. And most business leaders know who needs to go. They know. You don't need a consultant to tell you. You are aware of who needs to go. And most times they bring me in to come and tell them what they already know. They bring me in to come and be the one to help them to do a performance appraisal. And I'm always laughing at them. They are weak. They don't have the mind, the capacity to let go. And you know what's interesting, Mr. Wale? Football managers know when to let go of a player. They let it go. They let the player go. I mean, there's no permanent player in any club. That's the same way you need to approach your business. Write the list of people that need to go and the list of customers that need to go. They need, look, I have clients that can no longer afford the price of what I do. They are not bad people. It's just that their economy cannot meet up with my price. So what I do for those people, Right? Why? I'm just being honest with you. The truth is, you need to scale. And one of the things that holds us back from scaling are staff that will never scale, customers that will not scale. So you need to disengage from those relationships as you move forward. That's number six. And then number seven, what education are you planning to engage in to live on a different level in 2024? Education is exposure. Where do you intend to travel to expand your business mindset? You can't remain in a local game and think of global championship. It's the game you're playing that influences your championship chances. You can't be playing in a local and say, oh, I want to win UEFA, and you're playing the Yimba. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. No matter how fantastic you're playing, there are certain clubs you need to expose yourself to play on that level. And that same thing goes for every business leader. What books are you planning to read in 2024? What trainings are you planning to attend? And even if you're lazy, you don't read. If you cannot attend the trainings, you need to travel. You need to travel. You need to go to places and see stuff being done and see what others are doing. Look, it's not a bad idea if you go somewhere and steal an idea, but you cannot see beyond your horizon if you don't travel above your horizon. You need to travel above it so you can see better. These are the seven non negotiable moves for
Wow.
2024.
Wow. 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 Okay. I think I I feel like I feel like we should just end this video right now. We just end this session right now because I know that everyone that is watching us now, everyone is like, wow, because this is really, really good. I mean, let me know in the comment section what are you planning to change in 2024? What are you planning to do differently in 2024? I mean, which of these seven moves do you think you need to apply now in your own organization, whether you are CEO or the business owner, or uh, if you are an entrepreneur, right? Yes, Dr. Smith,
Yeah,
recently I was in the conversation, meeting with a group of people. These people are they are they are church people, okay, and then and well, I use I'm saying church people because, of course, not everyone who goes to church has the right mindset, but it's very unfortunate. And so we were together, and then we're chatting, and one of them was talking about not everybody should be interested in business, and I was so bothered. I was so concerned for the people who were there, and I look at them like, how dare you? How dare you? Why would you say that? Because someone is an entrepreneur, does that mean the person should not learn business? Entrepreneurship is all about having the business mindset in an organization. Whether you are a business owner or you're working in someone's organization or in an organization, business mindset is necessary. It's important. You you
yeah.
you 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 can't. I mean, I'm like, hold on, sorry. I think that is this person needs help. So I couldn't hold it, but I'm like, oh, I feel like say something here. So I decided to pause because I see all around me the need for help when it comes to the change of mindset. Dr. Smith, recently, you said some things about the who and the what,
Yeah.
and I don't want anybody to forget this. This is important. John Kyle Day says, to let someone go and travel to see elsewhere. Wow, that's good. That's good. Yes, exposure. That's very important. And then I'm saying some yes, niche user experience. That's awesome. Someone is talking about the paranoid survive. Yeah, I like that. Yes, yes. It reminds me of the character. Awesome, awesome. So, I mean, I can see great conversations going, here in the comment section. So, like I was saying, I was sharing with those leaders. I'm like, you know what? Can we talk about your culture? What culture do you have right now? And he was like, um, I'm not really sure about the culture. I said, hey, this is the problem. If you don't understand the culture, that means you have never been intentional. Your team has a culture right now, even if you are not aware of it. There's a culture right now. So if you don't know the culture, that means you have never been intentional. So and they were talking about strategies, they were talking about goals, they were talking about big plans. They never reveal the culture. I'm like, hold on, hold on. All these goals and plans and everything will be eaten up. All of them will be eaten up. They will die. No one will execute them. If they start, they will give up. They will go back to the to the hold you because this is the culture. Culture eats strategies for lunch or
Yeah,
breakfast
anytime.
or dinner or whichever, anytime. So this is huge. This is huge. So, Dr. Smith, what would be your last advice as we end this session today? Because by the way, for those who just joined us, Dr. Smith Baum is a futurist, business expert, leadership expert. He has been in this game for more than 25 years. Go and go online and learn more about his content. He has business breakfasts and great content. Go online, go and learn about it. And if you're in Nigeria today, don't miss any of any of his events. Trust me, you will transform your organization for good, for good, for good. Don't miss out. See, wherever the event is happening in Nigeria, whether it's in Lagos or Abuja, say go get your tickets and go look for those events. There are many events coming up in 2024. And so thank you so much. So what would be your last word for business people and organizational leaders? And by the way, could you please also touch base on non-for-profits, and that could be in the church as well, because many times the church doesn't want to
Okay,
change.
I am a very eccentric person, and I really, really don't like getting involved in the church matters.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know you understand. So the moment we start that conversation, you will lose your audience. So let's just keep it at making doing business. You know, and why I'm saying that to you is I think the people attracts the leader they have.
Hmm.
And sometimes when you try to change what's happening, you need to understand that. Apologies, everybody. I'm going to say this. Look, Mr. Wale, a guy called Moses delivered people out of 400 and something years bondage. Right?
Yeah.
They get to the Red Sea. The guys asked him, "Why didn't you leave us to die where we were? Like, you would have left us alone." And
Hmm.
if he wasn't careful, they were going to kill him because freedom is synonymous with responsibility. If you want people to be free in their mindset, you are asking them to be responsible. And people don't want to be responsible. People will tell you, God, it is the wife that you gave me that gave me the apple. They don't want to be responsible. People don't want to take responsibility for what they did, or even responsibility to be responsible. So when you look at non-profit and you're looking at church as an example, the people have the leaders that they want. And that's
mm,
why I just leave it at that. So what's my last word for anybody who's a business person? Let's get to business. This is even on a personal level. I believe that getting to the top is not the same thing as winning at the top. If you are going to win at the top, you must be comfortable in destroying what got you there. The way Tom Peters would call it would say, cannibalize your existing success. Destroy what your competitors are copying. You didn't catch that.
mm,
Whatever you do that your competitors are trying to copy, destroy it. Innovate. Innovate, 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 innovate. Do something new. If you're not innovating in your business, you're anti-God. You're just anti-God because the creator of all creations is always doing something new. Always doing something new. Entrepreneurs have to keep doing something new. That's how you know you're an entrepreneur. You can't rely on what you did last year. You got to do something new this year. And it's difficult, it's challenging, but that is the only way to survive. The market is always looking for what's new. What's new? People crave new. It doesn't matter how nice the old is, they just want new. They want new. And if you're that person that's always giving them new product, new systems of operation, new services, you always get something new. And there are two ways to get something new. At your staff meeting every week, ask everybody, what is new? Staff meeting, what's new? Ask them what's new. Second way to get what's new, anyone who brings in what's new and we're able to scale with it, reward it. If people know that when they bring ideas, they get rewarded for it, they bring more. They'll bring more. And the more ideas you get, the more opportunity you have to superimpose your own self on your market. That makes you an elite brand. Destroy it. Whatever you think you've done that is good, destroy it because somebody has already imitated you. Give them something to keep chasing, and you'll always be a winner. 2024, is it going to be a better year? I don't believe so. Are you going to be a better person? Is the question. If you're a better person, then the year's going to be better. If you're open to be lucky, well, champions don't rely on luck because they know luck is an uncertain factor. They don't rely on luck. If luck shines, if luck doesn't shine, they keep moving on, man. And that's the disposition you have to have if you're going to win in 2024. Well, Merry Christmas to everybody. And if you have questions, I'll be willing to answer very briefly.
wow, wow. No matter how beautiful the old things are,
Yeah, they want new. They want new.
people are
They want
always
new.
looking for the new. Wow.
Yeah, they want
That's
new.
why
They
people are
want
craving
new.
for new product, new cars,
Yeah,
latest cars, latest iPhone, latest everybody.
they want new. And Wale, it's not a bad point. If
Hmm.
you have if you have purchasing power, you
Yes.
like to have new.
Of course. Yes.
So if you're new, then you'll be in business. If you are stale, you will be out of business, no matter
Even
how good
those
it is.
even those who don't have the purchasing power, they are desiring it. They are dreaming for it. One day I will get it.
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
it's natural. It's just natural.
Yeah,
Everybody
exactly.
wants new. And if the business person, the entrepreneur, is not moving, it's not getting better. And you said something that I think is important, and this is very big for everyone that is watching now. You said, is 2024 going to be a better year? I don't know. The way you said it is so fun. it's so, I'm like, I don't know. But so are you going to become a better you? Yes, that's a better question.
It's a better
That
question.
is the main question.
Yeah. But you
That
have control
is
over
the
that.
main question. In fact, I need to say that again. That is the main question. Are you going to become a better you?
Yeah.
Because nothing will change if you don't change. Nothing will get better if you don't get better. Nothing will improve if you don't improve. Nothing will transform if you don't transform. Dr. Smith, I blamed everyone. I blamed my parents. I blamed the government. In fact, I blamed my teachers. I said they were bad teachers. I blamed the lecturers in school. In fact, I said some of them don't even know how to speak good English. I blamed everything around me except me until I looked at myself and I said, Wale, you know what? You have this freedom, like you said, but now you got to be responsible.
Exactly.
So I added responsibility to my name. That was when things changed around me. Then I stopped blaming everybody.
Yeah.
Then I focused. I said, yes, Wale, it's you. It's you. And that was when things started moving in my life. And thank you so much, Dr. Smith, for your
My
time,
pleasure.
for this value that you have added to people who are live right now and those who are going to watch this session later, because I know this session is going to keep running from now till the end of the year, sharing with people. We are going to send this out through email to hundreds and thousands of people because we just want to add value to people, especially those who missed this session. And if you're out there, if you know someone out there, go to my YouTube channel, Wale Adekanla Global. We've shared the link here already. My team is doing powerful work, in the background. Thank you so much for our team doing powerful job, right there. We've shared the link. Click the link, the YouTube link. Trust me, it's going to change your life. Share with your friends and your leaders out there. Thank you so much, Dr. Smith, for your time once again. And
Pleasure,
Merry
man.
Christmas. Merry Christmas and
Thank you
regards
very
to
much,
everyone.
everyone.
Thanks, everyone. And bye for now.